young Chip gathered 10 of the best Fortnite creative builders to compete in a 10-hour build-off. The theme for this build-off was a theme park. Make sure you check out his video in the description to see all the other builds. For this 10-hour build, we were allowed to choose any island we wanted, and I chose Shoreline because it's small and surrounded by a beach. The first thing I started to build was a roller coaster. I just built the basic layout of how I wanted it. I didn't put any detail into it yet. I was planning on this being the main attraction of the whole entire theme park. The second thing I did was added a lake right in the middle, a circular lake surrounded by a fence. Then I quickly just made a slingshot ride. And the next thing I built was an Octopus Ride where it will have 8 legs and spin you around in circles. I placed it right in the front of the lake so it would be the first thing you see when entering the theme park. Then I used eggs and some of the props from the ring gallery to make the seating for the Octopus Ride, and stuck one carriage on each leg. This ended up being my favorite ride of my theme park. The next attraction is a roller coaster that is going to be over lava and go through a skull. So I built the skull out of the teeth from the new bone gallery. Definitely not my best sculpting work, but it was fine for how much time I had. I just used a rail from the shifty shafts, but the problem with that is the render distance wasn't very long, so I added a beam to go under it the whole way. The next ride I built was that boat ride that swings back and forth. I used the ship from Viking Village. This was a really simple ride to build. Then after I finished that, I made the perimeter of the lake a little bit thicker so I can hide the concrete easier. The next ride I built was the Ferris Wheel, and I was pretty sure every single person would build a Ferris wheel, so I didn't want to spend too much time on mine, so I made mine very basic. And then I used the walls from the lighthouse gallery to make a roof, and I think it looked pretty cool. And then I added some seating under a pavilion for concessions. And then I added a quick little teacup ride. And then I started working on the buildings and the entrance. Then I went back to my lava ride and finished that up by connecting the track together. And then I started on a haunted house. This haunted house didn't turn out the way I planned, but I still left it in. I also didn't get to do the interior like I planned because I ran out of time. And then I planned on building a water park right here, but I definitely did not have the time, so I just built a demolished roller coaster. And since I was running out of time, I deleted my main roller coaster too. And I just added a forest. Then I added 3 little mini games. I moved the slingshot to the back. And then with 5 minutes left, I built the space dropper. I just reused the seating from the octopus for this, and that's it. That's when the time ran out. So here's the final result of my theme park. I ended up tying in 4th place, which is really good considering the competition and the ping I had to play on since I had to play on EU servers. Make sure you check out Chip's video in the description to see who won.